guys got that?
And it's recording.
Cool. And it's recording. Thank you. And Chloe has arrived.
To draw a horse, and I smudged black paint on
yeah.
it.
And so she requested a pony. I got nervous, but you know what? I'm going to keep it really simple. And we'll get through this thing together, and we'll end up with a cool little pony. And even if ponies aren't your thing, this is a great way to start to learn how to draw horses. One of the biggest challenges to artists, they just have such weird proportions with those skinny legs, and they're tricky. So yeah, we'll draw a pony. And if we have time, I was making a video this morning to put on the website for a future week about doing expressions, drawing different facial expressions that I also thought would be really fun. If we had some extra time, we could look at that. You're right, she is in Miss Custodio's class, Nora. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead. Everybody got their art stuff out? Thumbs up. All right, I'm gonna draw with marker, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. I usually would draw with my blue pencil, but I'm noticing it just doesn't show up good enough for you guys to see it well. So I'm going for it with marker, and I'm gonna start with a kind of sideways oval. Probably want to keep it towards the middle of your page to make sure you have room. And if I end up going too fast, as always, just shout out.
You're going too fast.
Okay, Chloe. I've done one mark. All right. So this is going to be the body of the horse or pony.
Mr. Barry, mine broke. My art broke.
Your art broke?
Yeah,
you need a new piece of paper?
Yeah, I threw it in trash. It's a printer art, so I could print it again. So
okay.
That's good.
Good. All right, we're going to keep on rolling, and Maria, you join us whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
And above the oval and off to one side, I'm going to draw a circle. You definitely want to give a little space because horses, ponies have pretty long necks, so you want to not have it right on top.
And have a mane. The most.
Yep, there's going to be room for a mane too. Now off the front and probably pointing down a little bit of this circle, which is going to be the head, I'm just going to draw out like this scoopy shape.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the, what do you call it? The snout? The muzzle? I don't know what you call it on a horse. That whatever, its face.
Muzzle.
The muzzle, the nose and mouth part of its face. And I'm going to connect from about where that part juts out down to the front of the body, and from the back of the circle to the top of the body. We'll add a mane in later, Chloe.
It's looking now like a bit of a duck.
It does look like a duck. Yeah, if we just drew a water line, we got ourselves a rubber ducky.
You got yourself a toy duck.
All right, now we're going to get some of those legs in. This is where things can get awkward, but I think I've got a decent plan. We're keeping this pretty cartoony to keep it simple. And I'm going to have my leg straight line down, almost a rectangle, but you're going to have it get a little wider at the bottom where its hoof is. Down like this. And you could draw a line for the hoof. And then I'm going to have another leg come down, you know, just a little bit behind it, like that. The back legs are going to be a little more complicated because instead of just coming down from the body, they really start up here in the horse or the pony's hip. I'm going to just do lightly a circle. You might erase some of this later, you guys lucky enough to work in pencil. But this is going to be the horse's hip. And its leg is going to come down towards the front just a little bit like this. And I'm going to stop for a second so you guys can catch up because that's a funny angle I just drew. It seems off, but trust me, it's right. So it's going to come from the back a little bit towards the front, just a little bit. And then it will come back the other way and get thicker towards the bottom. And you can put the hoof again. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and just put another leg that's behind it by doing about the same angles, like that. And we've got the basics of a horse or pony. But of course, I see Chloe there, and she's thinking, well, we need ears, we need eye, we need a mane, we need a tail. Yep.
It looks like a not-striped zebra.
It could totally be a zebra, too.
And it does look like a duck with the horse or pony legs, too.
This is true.
And a circle.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and give it a tail. And that way we can get past the duck thing. And for the tail...
had really weird genetic mutations that caused like, tails and legs. Well, like long tails and legs.
It's a dorse. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just make this big, scoopy shape. Almost like you're drawing a paintbrush.
It looks like a banana a little bit.
It kind of does.
A little bit.
And you could like do more curls. You could have a lot of fun with how you do this.
Or
but
like a ponytail.
Yeah, like perfect, a ponytail. All right. Am I going at an okay speed? Are you guys keeping up with me?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. Chloe, I don't think you're drawing, are you?
Yeah, I know, but I'm still though I'm thinking of the time in my head.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Will you go back and watch and draw it later? Is that what you do?
I'm going to go back and watch it and draw that same thing again.
Cool. Yeah, I'll have it posted at some point later today.
It looks like a duck with a tail with the...
All right. Going up to the head, we're going to give it...
Yeah, ducks have tails.
We're going to give it one
First,
ear.
I gotta hear this drawing tutorial.
Like a triangle.
It looks like a bull.
All right, I'm going to ask friends to mute themselves or just not speak as much so other friends that are trying to follow along can really listen. So once I've given it one ear, that's going to allow me to get that mane in. And I'm going cartoony with this and giving it like bangs almost on the front part, and they'll stop at the ear. And then we can have it curl down on one side and curl up on the other. And then you can add more curls if you want.
Now it looks like a girl pony or
in different lines. It definitely does. I think what actually helped me figure out how to draw this was looking at My Little Pony. I needed something simpler than a real horse. So I was looking at My Little Pony dolls that my daughter has. And last couple of details that we'll need. We're doing great on time today. This is good. We're going to give it a nice big eye. And I like to leave that reflection part. Something like that. And you could do 2 nostrils and a smile. And we've got ourselves a pretty good pony. I'm going to go over mine in black since I was drawing with that blue marker and just hit those lines that I want to hit with a little bit of black line. I just actually spent the morning outside doing some nature drawing. It's a beautiful day. Got a little cool on me while I was outside. Has anybody else been outside today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the morning, doing frisbee and soccer.
Oh, nice.
Just now. I mean,
Do Just now. Was that the lie?
Yeah.
Okay. 6
What were you
feet.
doing out there? Just hanging?
Grandma.
Yeah. Listening to the Harry Potter books.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous outside.
My brother, one time when it was super hot, he was playing, "Don't keep the hat on the super hot day." And then we got kicked inside, and then we had to put the hats on to get outside.
Ah. Yeah, I drew. It sounds ridiculous now that I was about to say it. I drew a tree stump.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I drew a tree stump. Actually, I'll show you. I drew it in this book.
Why did
Why
he?
would you draw? Wow.
I drew a tree stump. I had a good time. It's a tree stump that fascinates me. I'm always looking at it when I'm working in the yard.
Okay.
Dumps at my
Interesting.
house.
And I was recording a video about doing some nature drawing.
No offenses. Okay. Cool.
And there was some sort of major goose fight going on somewhere in my neighborhood. The whole time I was recording the video, I don't know how much you'll be able to hear it.
Funny.
But yeah, you guys should definitely, when I post the nature drawing video, tune in and see if you hear a goose fight, because something was going on. Because there was just one or more geese going mental the whole time. They did not stop making noise.
Neighbors, they have gooses. Yeah, geese.
Thank you. Don't say it like me.
Geese.
Yep.
Guys.
Geese.
Good.
Banana. Geese.
Why is a banana like? How is a banana linked with a geese?
I think it's because when I drew this tail to lie, it looked like a banana at first.
Geese, banana.
Yeah, you could say it's sort of like a banana. It's just that it's too curly and like doesn't need.
I tried to unbanana it.
Pretty
Geese, banana.
All right, Maria.
Banana.
Got people are trying to focus on their art here.
Where's my eraser? Ah, interesting. Okay. Cool. Interesting. And
I think, how are we doing on time? We're about halfway through. Oh, the one I forgot to, you should add in a second ear peeking over the hair. Almost forgot that.
Could we add some hay?
Yeah, you could make a whole scene out of this.
Banana.
So I think what you really need is a ground, because it'll be
Banana.
it'll look weird if the pony doesn't have wings.
Yeah, you're right. That is one of my, and I don't know if you've heard this from me before, Chloe, because that's one of my big things. Like, whatever you sketch, if you can just give it a hint of ground below it, it holds the whole drawing together. It doesn't feel like it's just floating in space. Have you heard that from me, Chloe? Or you're just, yeah, it's something I really believe in.
Banana horsey. Banana horsey.
Yeah, and you could do a barn scene. You could do something at a farm. You could do
You can make
a
it.
kind of a nature setting.
I'm making a koala.
A what?
A koala.
A koala. Cool.
Yeah.
Did you do that for our animal drawing thing too in class?
I did a panda actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Forgive
drawing
me.
a koala, which is like
Cool.
I did
Huh?
a koala.
I never think of what I'm drawing, you know. I just basically search random pictures up and then like, oh well, okay, it looks this looks fun. Okay.
I get that. That's kind of what I did this morning. I went out and said I'm going to do some nature drawing, and I just kind of wandered my backyard until I saw that tree stump and said, "Oh yeah, that's the thing."
That's pretty funny. Like, why is
All right. I'm gonna give up on the face expressions thing. I might do that next week and just get some color onto this pony.
What is that thing that you just took out?
This is my watercolor set. You'll see in a second. Whoa. It's for mixing, but it gets in the way for my videos, so I just take it off. Try and keep most things in the picture here. There we go. So I was grabbing my water and a brush.
Water and a brush.
Don't put your coffee next to your
I moved it already, Chloe.
I mean, if you did, I mean, I wouldn't have to do anything because usually I do that, like next to my water or like whatever.
Yeah, it's not great.
You got to see if your elbow is going to bump it or not. If you put it like right there, right next to your computer, I mean, it's fine. But if it's like right next to your elbow, I mean, that's like another new thing.
Yeah, that's a problem. A couple weeks ago, I forget if I told any of you guys this. I was drawing with ink, like right from an ink bottle.
Oh God.
And I had left out my ink and didn't put the cap on.
Which it dried out.
And my drawing table, it moves like depending on what angle you want to draw at.
Mm-hmm.
And I had cleaned off everything from my table to move it, except for the open ink bottle. Literally everything. I don't know how I didn't move the ink. Tilted my desk up, ink in the carpet. I spent a day and a half sopping up ink out of my carpet. And now I've just put a pile of junk on top of it so I don't have to look at the stain. All right, back to art. What color is my pony going to be? I'm going to get weird with it.
Okay, let's see. How should I draw my ear?
I think I'm going blue pony here.
Pink pony.
Sir? Seriously?
You can make.
Are you doing My Little Pony again?
Galaxy.
Well, kinda. I'm inspired by My Little Pony.
Are you just doing it to cover up your blue ink? Your blue ink.
When'd you get so clever, Chloe? That's sort of exactly what I was doing. So, I don't know what color to do.
Banana ink.
This will help hide that I drew it with a blue marker. So that's what I'm going to do. Gonna leave it a little lighter towards the top, like the sun shining down on it.
Are you going to make the hoofs black a bit or gray?
Yeah, I'll darken them up. I'll do something a little darker with the hooves.
Oh, would you put black together with the brown?
You definitely could. It's not a bad idea.
So I would say that the black would overcome a bit of the brown.
It'll definitely like dull it out, make it a little darker.
Yeah, because
Throwing a little purple in like shadows on the pony. Just kind of letting it mix right into my blue paint.
Did you like a Pegasus?
Oh, that's cool.
It looks like
make it look like Rainbow Dash.
Oh, and definitely, guys, if
And a
this is your
rainbow
first
tail.
time, I usually say this and I just kind of forget because I've been doing this for a while. I say it every week. Like I'm throwing some watercolor in because I have some watercolor. I know we don't all have the same supplies, so don't worry about that. If you want to color yours with marker or crayon or Colored pencil, whatever you have, go for it. Or don't color it and just leave it a black and white drawing.
That's what I usually do.
That's how you roll. Like it.
I don't like. I mean, I do color, but I don't really like to color. I don't know why, but like usually when I draw something, I never like color it.
I'm kind of the same way. I've gotten more into color over the years, but growing up, I was definitely just like black and white drawing guy.
I mean, I'm not like that kind of guy, but like, you know, when you're just free drawing, because coloring it like takes
Me
really
too.
a lot of time, you know, like
It is a time investment.
same like thing every time, like so. I mean, I'm just not a coloring guy.
I gotcha.
Wait, how about there's good news? What if you could start a coloring sheet company where you draw a picture and then you copy it and then you make a company that other people will color. And then you make
There we go. July, we got to go into business, making coloring books.
It's super funny if you make coloring books with that. It would be funny like a banana.
I don't know, black and white book. I mean,
Maria is hooked on that banana idea.
like for real, I didn't really have a lot of drawings that is colored. I have one colored in my sketchbook, like only one. That's a banyan I drew like 2 days ago.
Yep.
See? So, like,
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
that's the only one.
July, upload that. We got to get some
That's
minions
so-
in our gallery.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just, you know, these things.
He's like, July loves it when I'm like, dude, upload it. And he's like, fine.
Banana. Minion
I could put it up.
Minion
It's fine with me.
banana. Minion banana.
All right, Maria. Oh, I like how this is turning out. This is a fun little illustration. How are you guys doing out there?
I ran out of watercolor paper, so I'm using regular paper, and the watercolors are being really weird with it.
Yeah, paper and watercolor, like, it's tough. I'm not using watercolor paper either, but it's a pretty heavy paper I've got here. So it's better than like
Usually
printer
use,
paper.
Just
If you're doing watercolor on printer paper, that is a challenge.
Yes, that's like it's soaked. You know, I tried once and it doesn't like. Really
Yeah, it
doesn't
kind of
work
goes
out.
right through it.
It's pretty. Yeah, it just like went right through. So basically, like it's just like a piece of like watered paper.
I drew in my coloring book.
well, there's mine.
Oh, cool. Wow. Well, how are we doing on time? Few more minutes. I'm going to try and get a little Sky in here, and then we can
It's
share. If you would
Skylander.
like.
I have Skylander stuff.
I don't know what Skylander is. I know that
Skylanders are in a show.
I drew a black pen.
it's a show. It's
Yeah.
not a video game.
No.
It's also like a video game.
Yeah, it's a video game too.
It's both.
Sky.
See, look at this. I love that. This is why I love watercolor. This area, I was just painting in the pink, and I touched the purple from the hoof, and it just bled right into the pink. I think that looks so cool.
Hey,
Then
what's
how
it-
about
do you
your
know how many fingers does a sloth has?
Probably. Well, it depends. Maybe.
Red.
That might require a quick Google.
Oh,
Can I tell you something? I have a sloth stuffy and it has 3.
fingers
Sloth stuffies have 3, I've just learned.
does
I think real sloths have 3 fingers.
Kind of sounds right.
Cause like 3-toed sloth, 2-toed sloth, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's right. 3-toed sloth,
Oh,
2-toed
you're right.
sloth.
3 toes.
Banana.
2-toed sloth, it could be a 2-toed sloth. You never know. We don't discriminate sloths here.
Can
That's
I
right.
tell you something? even it's the same on my plushie. It has the free on the bottom too. Free on the bottom. Only those trays on the bottom too.
What's going to be the color for the flowers if you're making the sky magenta?
I think based on our time,
Oh,
the flowers are staying white today, and yeah, I'm not sure.
Hey, look, this is what you could do. You could put this on the iPad or collect more. iPad.
Mr. Barry, why couldn't you just change the sessions into an hour instead of half an hour?
Would you guys like that?
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe I'll try to schedule one.
Yes.
I'm listening to my daughter crying upstairs right now
Oh,
How do you know that your daughter's crying upstairs?
because I hear her.
Can I tell you something?
why is your daughter
You can
crying?
put it on your Alexa.
I don't know, Bilal.
Scan it and put it on your Alexa. Is that cool?
What, Maria?
Yeah, you could do this. If you zoom up close, you could see. You see that?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty neat.
And what are those bubbles?
Someone's blowing bubbles out there.
What is that noise?
And it's like super bubbly. And
All right. And you know what? I'm signing this one. I love this one.